Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 40, where it is 41 degrees in this sleeping area. Even Bobacles thinks it's hot. Lord Kibagami, where are you going? Oh, going to use the bathroom that's 43 degrees as opposed to the one that's 54 degrees. I don't blame you. I'll walk those extra steps to get 10 degrees cooler. So we have this cool pocket of air forming down here, which is really neat because there's just nothing generating heat. But most of our heat is coming from this insulated pipe. Now I know that this insulated pipe is not Abyssalite, and I have thought about changing it, but it's not going to change the fact that we're producing 50-degree oxygen that is getting pumped all throughout the base. So the emphasis really is to get our cooling area going, which for that we need more Abyssalite. Now, here's what my thought process is. Ooh, let's try double speed. Maybe that won't be so bad. No, triple speed? No, it's just the beginning of the day when it auto-saves. Okay, we're getting a little bit of latency when that happens. Let's make another... Oh, maybe we should make everybody cool vests. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to make everybody snazzy suits. This area over here is really hot, but we've cooled down this area a little bit by wrapping in the heat for this mega geyser. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to consider what we're going to have to do with that. But there's more Abyssalite down here we could dig out. On a little ice biome we probably don't really care about. So, let's take a look at what it would take to do this. So what do we got around here? Sedimentary rock, igneous rock. Okay, let's work with the igneous rock. And we'll just dig straight down here. Oh, the chlorine. Chlorine. No, we don't really want to do that. But we can dig that down, and then we'll go back to... We're actually not going to get the igneous rock, so it's silly to try to use it. What are you... Seriously, that's how you traverse? No. No, 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 no. That's not how we're going to travel back and forth. I'm sorry, that's not a thing. Go ahead and destroy that. You can run across here and then up that way. It's much faster than playing hopscotch on the ladders. For crying out loud. Okay, so we'll go back to... We actually have a lot of granite, so let's just stick with using the granite for now. This is going to be a little interesting. And then granite here, because I don't really want to rupture this water either. There's the igneous rock. Okay, so starting from here, we can use igneous rock. And we'll go ahead and say just dig that, and then dig that and that. No, from here you can dig down 2. Okay. We'll get more Abyssalite. Hey, look at that. We're starting to show a surplus of Abyssalite once again. So it's time to start looking at where we're going to run our Abyssalite piping, which is going to start... Did we already... This is all already Abyssalite, is it not? In fact, we don't even need this ladder, now that I think about it. Big waste of time that one is. This can be upgraded. What is the... We did make that piping out of Abyssalite. So then... Oh, this is where we need the rest of the Abyssalite, up here. Okay. Insulated pipe, Abyssalite, 7. Let's come up over this way. And up here. Boom. And then that's where it'll turn to wolframite and start passing its heat off. But to get to this, we're going to need to dig this out. which shouldn't be too big of a deal. It's going to pass a little bit of this heat over, but we can always insulate with igneous rock, just like that. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Okay, the other place we need Abyssalite... Oh, we're already back down to 0. I was going to say, the other place we need Abyssalite is on the way coming back in. Really? Really? You're just going to keep running over that? That's how you're going to do that? If you say so. Hey, look at that! We finally got our other Weezewort. Oh, and the air in here is getting cold. Minus 20, minus 20, minus 19, 16, 22, 28, 30. It is chilly over here. But that's okay, because everybody is burning up back at the base. But I don't think that's good to go from an extreme hot to an extreme cold temperature. That's bad for you. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and queue up some more granite scaffolding here. That should enable us to reach everything. There you go. Working hard, getting all that Abyssalite. It's very good. We have a lot of wolframite as well. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. This I had originally queued up out of iron. Well, here's the thing. I started paying attention, and the iron has a thermal conductivity of 4, as does... no, that's wolframite. As does copper, has 4.5. Wolframite is 15, but gold amalgam has a thermal conductivity of 2. So that's what we're going to do here. Is liquid vent out of gold, not iron. There you have it. The other thing I wanted to do is, I want to put a valve so I can control the flow, but if I put a valve up here, the valve has to be made out of metal, which is just going to pass more heat here, and I'm worried about this super hot water passing any extra heat other than itself when it gets in here. So we're going to do the valve back here, actually. So let's go ahead and we'll say cancel you. And here we'll do a liquid valve out of gold. Sure, we'll do it out of gold. Why not? Yep, just like that. And then what are we making this pipe out of? Granite, right? We are. Okay. Then we'll continue that granite piping just like that. And then in that way we'll control the flow in here from there without having a valve pass any extra heat into that area. Another geyser, huh? I almost wonder if we could do our second base in here, but this is kind of off in the corner. I kind of imagine the second base would be in the center somewhere. We could tap into that. Let's see, the center would be kind of up in this direction. Whoa, look at this big empty area here. Multiple puffs? Huh. We definitely have some more exploring that we need to do. And I don't see the puff in here anymore. I think it went out into the cold and suffered the ultimate fate, which I had a feeling that would happen. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Alright, so we've got the piping into our area settled. Now what we need is the piping back. So let's say insulated piping out of Abyssalite. It's going to run up and over and then down. To there. And from there it can transition to wolframite piping, where it can start to pass off its cooling in this whole oxygenated area here. This is good. This will work. Why do we have more bottles? I swear I fight these bottles every time I load the game up and they just keep appearing more and more and more. Let's go ahead and... No. Let's let the Abyssalite get mined up. All of our priority 7s need to be done, and then we can focus on the priority 5s. Well, we've got more Abyssalite here. Yep. Quite a bit more. All right, everybody, report for duty. Who do we have here? I hit everybody's names. Amanda, Anti-Gravity, Terra Crew, Corey, Cool Hands, Sylvia Fox, Alcarin, Foxheart, Bob Bobicles. It's a regular task force. Well, when we all work together, look what we can accomplish. This is just wonderful. Doing good work. Good work. I love it. All right. Enough admiring everyone's handiwork. Let's get back on the clock. Why wouldn't you just take the ladder? Fair enough. This area is not really meant to be traversed as much as it is right now. Should we check the other Abyssalite section and see how that's doing? I dare say we should. Bird dog. Yep. Somebody's got to do it. This area has been tasked. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good, good, good. 1, 2. Nope. No, I don't want that. Food has decayed. It's bad. I'm getting to where I ignore this, and I really don't want that because that's how suffocation happens. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We don't want this to rupture. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't necessarily want it to happen. Oh, look at what we have here. There's always room for Wheezeworts. Always. Oh, this area is just turning into a big melted mess. It's like an ice cream sundae left out in the hot sun. It's just melting. I'm melting. What are you going to do? Not every ice biome will be preserved. How are we doing in here? Rotten? No. Get rid of the rotten dirt. All it's doing is causing issues. Says refrigerated. Sleet wheat. Rotten sleet wheat grain. Sleet wheat. Refrigerated. Stale but refrigerated. Stale at 1%. Refrigerated. Fresh refrigerated. Let's go ahead and prioritize these ones here. Here. The areas where it was too warm. We should be getting a net gain on our calorie creation. Some days more than others. I guess it just depends on how much work gets done. Food has decayed. The rotten frost buns. Oh! Oh, Bob Bobicle's got the spores. Oh! I hate it when that happens. All that stuff in front of your face, jumping off your hair and whatnot. Food decayed. Rot pile. Yeah, we need to take care of that. Oh, look at all of this. Abyssalite indeed. Let's sweep it up, though. We're going to need this. We can't just afford to let it sit here. Now, if we're going to need more, we can always ladder down. In fact, what we could do is we could dig across here, right? And then granite ladder like this. No, not like that, but like this. And then we can dig out this side here. And this side here, no, we can't double dig it like that though. So what? We'll just do that. That's fine. All right, everyone. Get your Abyssalite. Hey, and they can deliver it right here. See? That's what I was hoping you would do, is to just sweep it up and deliver it right where it needs to go. That's so great. All right. Well, we're making progress. It's almost time to start pumping water. Oh, this valve has been set up. Let's start with 1 kilogram a second. Well, yeah, we'll start with... No, that's going to take a long time to fill that area up. We might have to... I don't want to go wide open, though. Let's do 5 kilograms a second. See, it's going to take time to prime this for these areas to fill up with water. But I think it'll be beneficial for us to front load it with as much water as it can handle and then throttle it back afterwards. I think that's going to be the way we want to do it. All right, everybody's delivering their Abyssalite. How are we doing down here in the south? Batteries are just jam-packed full. How did we do on calorie creation? Not that much. Crafted a cold wheat bread. A cold wheat bread. Is that what it's... That's kind of funny. Alright, well those sweep orders were an 8, so that's probably why that happened. Yeah, so a lot of stuff isn't getting done now that there's all those sweep orders at an 8, but we're kind of racing the clock at this point. It's going to start getting burning hot inside the base. 50 degrees. I can't even... Just dropping stuff on the ground, I see. Sleet wheat grain just laying all over the ground here. Are you refrigerated? Yeah. So are you. Okay. All right. Nobody is stifled. That's what's important. There are no stifled sleet wheat plants. And the oxygen is building up. Slowly but surely, it is building up in here. Which that higher air pressure means it's going to be easier for the weezeworts to cool down the air. You're still not getting any water. But you kind of need to be moved. Alright, so we're not going to worry about this algae terrarium. This thing is a... Wait. No, cancel. Okay, maybe it won't be moved. Everybody just brought it water. Yeah, we'll let it go for a bit longer. That's fine. More water. It says it's still awaiting water delivery. No, see, that's just going to cause more problems than it's worth. Let's go ahead and deconstruct it. I guess we'll just sweep this up. And really what we'll need is an air pump that recirculates, because this area is really cold. So we'll need an air pump that recirculates the cold air at the bottom. And brings it up here to get distributed like that. Huh. That might work. Although really the cold is needed the most here in the center. Well, we could split that pipe up as much as we want. In fact, we don't really need that gas pipe there anymore. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. And we'll just get rid of it to there for now. Abyssalite pipe. Look, we made a little chlorine pocket. Perfect. That's great. And we're going to have even more chlorine for our morb to deal with here in a little bit. How are we doing? We're still showing 0 Abyssalite. We're going to need more. And it's all been swept up. It's all been swept up. Rotten sleet wheat grain. Ugh. Just rotting in the base. I know it's hot. Oh, everybody's like, oh my goodness, I'm burned. I can't imagine it's too much longer before they start getting scalded. It's just sweltering. Everybody's like, please put me on storage duty. Let me run over to the storage corner. Oh my goodness, 94-degree water. There's steam in here that just won't cool down. Oh, that's crazy. Activate if above... Let's call it 700 grams. And you can activate if above 700 grams. 700 kilograms. Oh, sorry. I was looking at it like, wait, why does that not make sense? 700 kilograms. Right. Big difference. Big difference. Let's go ahead and mop all that. You got your mop orders here and there. Let's see, we're going to need something like that. And then granite ladder down like that. Okay. In fact, you probably don't have to dig that one out. And that'll be ready to deposit into the main water line, as well as this one, which we're going to say activate if above 500 kilograms. It's 1,000 kilograms. So why... Oh, if below 500 kilograms. No, that's good. You stay off for now. We're not yet ready. We got more water laying around. Because of stuff like that. Oh my goodness. Liquid pipe 66.5 degrees. Oh good, because we're pulling off of this one now. Now is this one 680 kilograms? I believe it is still building, even though there's all this 7 kilograms of steam. Holy moly. 680.1, there it goes. It's going to kick on. Yep. And then it stops. Okay, well. That's how it goes. You're going to get some hot water and some scalding hot water. It's a little bit of both. Still digging up all that Abyssalite. How did we do? Oh, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Let's go ahead and dig out all of that. And, no, they won't be able to reach that, so one less. And then we can go ahead and let's say we'll do that as well. Everybody's just got to show up and dig. We need so much Abyssalite to make this work. But in the end, I feel like it's going to be worth it. Plus, we're just letting this air get primed and as cold as it's going to get. We can always add more Wheezeworts if we need to. There, the bottom's starting to get a nice minus 20. Okay. We can go ahead and we can start sweeping as well. All of... That's Abyssalite. That looks like Abyssalite. Yep, so is that and that. Stuff that was thrown down as soon as it was bedtime. Let's go ahead and dig that out. Thank goodness we got all this polluted oxygen. Better to breathe freezing polluted oxygen than being suffocated in a cold CO2 pit. No, not sweep. Empty the bottle. Thank you. Still showing 0 available. All of these areas are going to be done here eventually once all the 7s are done. Which I don't think I'm going to queue up any more 7s for a bit. We're just going to let things roll until the 5s start to get completed. We should have plenty of people that 5s should be completed. But this is all a 7 down here. Okay. So I imagine people are coming down here and getting work done every once in a while, at least. Maybe. Some of the time. Anyone? Kind of stabilized on our food production. So we definitely have bonus calories today, bonus calories yesterday, a loss the day before, a couple losses, couple gains. I think it just depends on what the refrigerators can hold. But at this point, everything is back to being chilled, which that is what matters. Let's mop up that water. And then what? We've got water here, empty, and empty. And that water is already freezing. Let's go ahead and make that a higher priority mop. That's good, though. Look at that. Oxygen flow is getting there. Starting to do what it's supposed to do. Some of these are at an ideal air pressure. Some of these are not. That's okay. We're already swimming in sleet wheat grain. My goodness. All we need is some pinch of pepper seeds and we can increase the quality of food. And lower the temperature at the same time. It's going to be a two-way swing. And the electricity use is going to be minimal. Minimal, that's the best part. It's going to be powered by Abyssalite and Wolframite. So we still don't have enough Abyssalite. This is going to take a little bit of time. Of course, even people that are good at digging, what are your stats? Digging 3? Really? Where are my good diggers that have been here a while? Kendrith, what about you? Digging 6? Well, I suppose the only way to level up your digging is to get to it. Sylvia Fox, you've been here a while. Your digging must be really high. 6? I guess digging doesn't level up as quickly as athletics. Because everyone's athletics is sky high. Digging 7, that's pretty good. Oh, there you go. Now we're making progress. Still showing 0. Still showing 0. Well, that's okay. It's quite alright. Because even once we get all the Abyssalite that we need, we're going to have to turn around and actually construct everything. That's going to take a little bit of time, too. Isn't that sleet wheat grain just, like, trapped in that gas-permeable tile? That's going to rot, isn't it? I don't like that. Although I guess it's just more polluted oxygen for everyone to breathe. Better than having it be nothing but carbon dioxide. Polluted oxygen is better than no oxygen at all. How are we doing for calorie creation? We're ahead of the curve. All this Abyssalite. It's not going to be enough. We're going to have to... Well, we could dig out this. Pretty much taken all of the easy, low-hanging fruit Abyssalite. Now we can also go... We can go like this. And dig out those two. In which case, we probably should... My goodness, listen to those sound effects of that neutronium. It's out of control. Let's see, if we just run a ladder up this way, then we could dig out here and here and these two. I think that will work. But we've got to make it a surface that everyone can walk on, which that will work. And in this way, we're still not really compromising. We're not compromising the... That's neutronium? Oh, sure enough it is. Just a little patch of neutronium floating there. And this way, we're not compromising this ice biome, or at least we're not trying to. We're leaving a lot of ice to stay cold, trying to dig up as little of this as possible so we get this passive cold air effect from here on over into this direction. Because it's already bad enough we dug up all the ice in here, so this area is going to be purely cooled down by wheezeworts, despite the fact that the water coming in here could be as hot as 90 degrees. It's going to be a challenge. It could be. I say that, but I think that's unlikely. I'm pretty sure this wolframite radiator section here is going to get us at least down to 70 degrees. Maybe 80. We should at least drop 10 degrees here because of the temperature differential between 30 degrees and 90 and the thermal conductivity of the wolframite pipe. I think this area will get warm and all of our... Whoa! When did these start growing? It's because our polluted water is warming up? It is. The liquid pump is slowly heating and it's warming up the water. Interesting. Oh, sure enough, you can see the difference. Just this pump running has been warming up the water. We could always drain it into this area. This area is nice and cool now. We've got all this passive heat from these pipes. That's what it is. I almost wonder if we're going to have to start changing these to Abyssalite too. Oh, that's it! We have an Abyssalite surplus! Okay. Let's let them finish what's queued up. And then, unfortunately, looking at the time, it's going to have to be next episode that we get everything piped in. So we'll go ahead and let them finish digging what they have, so we have a little bit of an Abyssalite surplus. But after that, all the 7 work is done. They should start building all of the 5 work. And let's see down here. This 7 work is getting close to being done as well. Excellent. So this has been Oxygen Not Included, episode 40. Oof, let the game save. We got a lot done as far as the Abyssalite that we earned. A lot of it has been delivered. Not all of it, though, and few of it has actually been constructed, although this section is fully constructed here, which is really great, except for that little bit of pipe right there. And we might change some of this to Abyssalite. I don't know. 94 degrees, that's a lot of hot water. And even though the insulated pipe is not putting off a ton of temperature because it's not Abyssalite, it does have some thermal conductivity. Oh, and that steam, 9.5 kilograms. Nobody needs to break this open. Oh my goodness. But anyways, that's where we're going to wrap it up. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Please come back next time as we finish it up. But until then, take care.